Yeah, where's your Bugatti, bitch?
And no more bets. Good luck, folks. And 13. Care for another card? It's your play. Got us a 15. 12. That's 19. And the dealer wins. Hey, you win some, you lose some.
I've never seen that. Is it good? Do people get triggered? Does he do crazy shit on them?
Bets are now closed. Number 9. Got a 10 here.
Is it?
And 19. Another card. That's 19. Bets, please. And no more bets. Good luck, folks. And 20. We got a 7. Care for another card?
Sun thing.
Yo.
Think about it.
So like, I don't know what's going on with my PlayStation, but my controller won't like connect to my PlayStation, so I'm like trying to figure that out.
Nick and said plug it in via USB, and that's how it
That's what I'm doing. I think it's like turned Hunter's PlayStation on. His door's locked, so I gotta figure out a way to break into his room without waking him up.
Get it down.
Damn, you got a complex situation there.
Bro, it's like fucking.
Fuck.
But yeah, just give me some time and I'll be on.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Alright.
Got you. Let him. You're the guru with this shit, and you know what? Tristan needs to problem solve a little bit, so he'll figure it out, or he won't. But you know, let him problem solve. He's a smart guy. He never has to problem solve. So you know what? As hard as it is not being able to play your PlayStation, I believe in him, and I think he's gonna pull through. Right. Yeah.
Bets are now closed.
Right. I don't either, and I am fucking more retarded than I could have been. I could have been potentially way sharper than I am because of two things: daily, habitual, illicit drug use in the form of marijuana, and not trying anything ever in my life because I'm a loser. That's not fully true. That's not fully true, but it's kind of true.
Another card.
Right. Right.
Look at that.
Right. I mean, I'm not 40, okay? I can't say what could have been. I'm not fucking 40 working at Best Buy.
Bets are now closed. A 6.
I mean, you could have been dead. I mean, it's a I mean, that's like a, not a paradox, but that's an impossible question to ask because you very well. I think about the stairwell, right? When we got a fucking gun pointed at us point blank. What if I decided, hey, $1,300 bucks is worth chancing my life, which is what a lot of retards would do. What if I made a really sudden movement? What if I tried to be a hero and told you to run, right? And I try to push the one nig that was on me away.
Ooh, lucky 13.
Yeah. Fucking death. Probably. That or those nigs were so fucking down bad they just had a pistol with no bullets. We don't know that. We don't know if those guys specifically that robbed us went to jail. Yeah. It wasn't life. She didn't even get life. I don't think. I don't think she... Well, then again, I don't know what the result of her trial was either. But I'd like to see her. We need to pull up on her one day and be like, honestly, dude, like, you should rot. Like, you probably understand you're a massive piece of shit.
It's your play?
Oh my god. Bro, she is forever gonna be under surveillance and shit. As much as I'd love to fantasize, like, getting back at her, it's like...
Got us a 15.
We both know that's not even feasible. That bitch is... It's forever.
Got an 18.
Party posse. Party posse. I did with, I literally did with a felon, bro. No, listen, bro, listen. There is this kid on Snapchat who... Oh, you fucking remember. This was years ago, bro. Remember when we were fucking around and we drove all around town that one day? This was the same time you were at my house and we were looking for plugs. And I was going through Snapchat quick add and adding anyone who I thought was a plug. And that's how I met CJ, bro. That's how I found fucking CJ, was through quick add. You know who we also found that day? Who I found? Was that one asshole in his fucking black pickup truck who sold you mid. Right. We tried to pull up, and then my retard ass couldn't get my Cash App to work because I'm stupid or whatever, and he ended up pulling up, though. You remember, he ended up pulling up to my house. Years later, the guy's name on Snapchat was Zach Yoder. Okay? And that guy would watch my story religiously because he saw a fly-ass kid in a fucking house that he'd never be even close to being able to afford. And people feel a certain type of way. And I just remember this guy made some comment about whatever. It wasn't a it wasn't a, like, it was a neutral comment. Like, he was making a comment about something weed related, and I was like, bro, they ought to nickname you Captain Mid. Remember when you shorted my buddy and sold him mid? And I was just kind of like, honestly, casually throwing a shot at this shitty low-end drug dealer, right? Because let's be honest, that was the worst pack. That was... Literally. And he was a cunt. You know why he was a cunt? Because he fucking shorted. He sold you mid, he shorted you, and this... Yeah, because I was like, we need to weigh this shit out. I'm pretty sure I asked to weigh it out. But you know what? You know what? I'll give him one thing. I will give him the benefit of the doubt. This dude fucked around serving us. Like, we kind of gave him a joyride around town. I'll give him that. It was the worst. We wasted a lot of his time, but he shorted you, and I remember being like, yeah, we should weigh this shit out, and then he was like, da-da-da-da-da, and I was like, honestly, it'd be so embarrassing to catch this fucking idiot lacking. I was like, dude, it's not even worth embarrassing him knowing that he's probably gonna short us, you know? Like, why take the time to weigh it out and be like, yeah, you're trying to short us, like, get lost. And we were so desperate to smoke, you know? Homie, that's how we got robbed, bro. Not because of you, but we were both we were both out with Ramsey. I was so fiending. We both were. You had just smoked me out. Or no, I guess it was after the fact when I got robbed. You'd smoked me out a lot, but we were out and we were definitely fiending. Definitely fiending. But the whole point of the story is that this kid starts talking mad shit. Da 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 da. You know, I know where you live. He started actually trying to threaten me and my family. Like he was basically trying to portray himself as like a little hillbilly gangster. Bro, everything in the book. I know where you live. The moment he said, I know where you live, I said, you dumb hillbilly fuck, you don't remember where I live. You came to serve me, and you don't know where I live. You have no clue where I live. I said, what's my address? Right. Yeah, come to my house on foot and see just how quickly that doesn't work out for you. Because of something called the stand your ground law. I can legally fucking blow you away on my property, and there's a very good chance I'm not going to go to jail. And if I do, I can serve a couple years, but you're dead. You're in the fucking morgue. In Georgia, it's better. In some blue states, it's so fucked up. It's so fucked up that if someone is actually actively trying to break into your house and you shoot them, you can get time. You can go to prison for That was on Nick. I'm sorry. I was droning on. I am. Yeah, no, but I told the story to Tristan. The brief stint where basically, yeah, so this kid shorts you, Nick, sells you mid, and then has the audacity to both A, because he was stupid. He legitimately didn't remember. Claims he didn't short you. Claims this and that. Says I'm gonna pull up to your house, which of course he's not gonna do. You're a fucking hillbilly. This isn't downtown Atlanta. You're not in a gang. You don't have a fucking whatever. You don't have a fucking AR with a switch. You're not gonna do shit. Like, that's just not how it works around here. Right. Like, you're not about shit. Like, you're... Who threatens? No. Who threatens you? Who threatens you with death threats over Snapchat? No. So my point is that...
Face with my gat, nigga.
Right. Yeah, okay. But...
Yeah, so I had to turn my PlayStation off and then go into Hunter's room and turn his PlayStation off. And then turn my controller off because it still wasn't turning off, so I had to like use the little fucking like a pointy object and hit the reset button and then plug it into my PlayStation and then turn it on.
That good problem solving. That's exactly what Nick's suggestion was.
Yeah.
So there's a reset button, is there? Yeah. To resync the controllers. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Twitch fucking annoying. I have weed for the first time, like real weed for the first time in like maybe a year, bro. So
that shit's gonna get you so fucking high.
I know. I'm gonna go, and it's like dankety dank. So I'm gonna go pack a bowl and smoke it.
Fucking good luck, man.
I'm pretty sure I'm loading into y'all's game right now. So
That's what I'm saying, bro. Space Cadet fucking Tristan over here.
I'm gonna just bring my fucking shit with me, and I can talk to you guys while I'm setting this all up. It might. I'm literally just in the other room, so hopefully it doesn't.
Wait, which room are you in?
I'm in the bathroom now. Bathroom is
Yeah. I forgot all about that. You just rip bowls in the bathroom and then you blow it into the fan, don't you?
That's right, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is that
I don't care if I smoke weed. Honestly,
right.
We're both asleep right now, so.
Yeah, no, Tristan. Did you tell Nick that you ripped the one hitter with your ma? Like,
oh yeah,
no.
bro. We literally like smoked in the fucking room of my house, like the fucking like hallway right in front of the front door with my mom and my brother and my brother's girlfriend. Because my mom, we were just talking about weed, and my mom was like, "Y'all want to smoke?"
That's
like,
so funny.
We smoked weed in my house.
That's so funny. It's still fucked up though. I remember when your parents called my parents. Because your dad took... Well, now that I think about it, I guess this was probably more your dad's doing. I just remember a weekend in high school, whatever it was like freshman year or something. My parents get a call that your dad found whatever messages when we were texting back and forth. And I got ratted on. They got super pissed off because someone called up my mom and was like, yeah, like, we know you and Tristan are doing drugs together and all this bullshit. And I was like, what the fuck?
We're literally just smoking weed, bro. Like, relax.
Yeah, well, that's what you get when you have straight edge parents. Yeah. Nick fucking knows what's up. Yeah, bro.
I mean, my dad's a straight edge too. My fucking mom just doesn't give a shit. She's like, bro, like, I've smoked weed my whole life, and I'm like a lawyer, so like, eat my dick. Like,
Right. Yeah, she's a captain of industry, but it's different when it's like, okay, neither parent, my dad for sure, never in his life ever has smoked. My mom, okay. Has most definitely tried it briefly when she was in college, like very briefly. Like has tried it once, I'm sure, and was like, eh.
Yeah. Well.
Right. I mean, okay. Wait, what? Your dad does it? Whoa, fuck you, man.
Right?
Fucking hypocrite. He's just high as shit. Tabasco.
Tabasco cigars, that sounds awful.
Tabasco cigars.
And we're at 11. Gotta do some. Care for another card?
And he probably got pissed.
21. And a fiver. And a 7. That's 7.
It's like, oh, so...
Right.
You're my son, and you can't talk shit to me.
I get it, though. I get it, where it's like you're in a As am I.
Also, like, he's your dad. He's supposed to give you shit for smoking weed.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be a bad... I think you'd be a bad dad to not be like, I don't approve, because it's not something. You're not going to smoke weed and magically like get more done with your life most of the time. Most of the time.
Here's 18. Let's get those bets in.
But why am I on Shamedy Hill? I just spawned in on Shamedy Hill.
Good luck, folks.
Jumping deal.
That's an 8. Got a 10 here.
Right.
Hit. 8. Got us a 15. Care for another card? It's your play. Another card? Don't think about it too much. Play's yours. It's your play. That is 15. Care for another card? And that is how you bust, ladies and gentlemen. And 20. Look at that. Dealer wins. Bets, please. Bets are now closed.
Right. I think that's an incredibly extreme outlook. But if that's the outlook that you're telling yourself, then it's probably true. I mean, I agree. Yeah.
That's an 8. And a 10. Here's 20. And the dealer wins.
I don't know what weed you've been
Never helped
smoking.
me focus, yeah.
I've never in my
Never helped.
life. I remember. No, I have a huge takeaway. Listen, I have a huge takeaway, and this is scientifically proven. Okay, JJ and I cheated our way through senior year math online. I swear on my life, I did not learn a lick of pre-calculus. Yes, I was taking pre-calculus senior year. I'm a little retarded. I took calculus and then I don't care. I'm not Indian, okay? It's different for white people. Most white people.
I took
I know what you took, Tristan, okay? You're intellectually superior. You can slowly edge as I'm telling the story, okay?
I'm just might, honestly.
All right. I was not expecting that response. I just might. Okay, so...
Stroke myself while you stroke my ego.
That's right. There's going to be a lot of stroking of something. Egos and peenies alike. So, anyways, it's the end of the year, you know, or, yeah, it's like getting close to the end of the year, bro. And I'm like, hey, I don't know math. I don't know what I'm going to do. How are we going to take this final test without cheating? We cheated our way all the way here. And no, you can't magically just like get a calculator for pre-calculus. Or I'm sure you can't nowadays. I don't think we had it in high school. There was Wolfram Alpha. That was the closest thing you had that I knew of. Anyways, so my friend of a friend, Kendall, remember Kendall?
Yes, I remember Kendall.
Turned out to be a massive fucking douchebag. Kid thought because he was light-skinned and had a big dick that the world was just his. It's not, by the way. Yeah, you can fuck as many snow bunnies as you want, buddy, but guess what? They're whores. So he goes and takes JJ's test, okay? End of course test. Sober, gets a 90. Fucking retard, smokes up, and then fails mine. It's like the same test. What different questions were asked? What different questions did you encounter? You got a 90% on JJ's, and then he fucking takes mine stoned, and he gets a 60 or like a 55 on it. I'm like, what is wrong with you? This is the kicker. This is the kicker. The best part of the story is that I agreed if he passed the test, I would pay him whatever the amount was. $20, $50, whatever it was. This guy truly, this is just his mind doesn't function correctly, has no shame, and actually has the balls to ask me in person, hey, like, I still took the test, you should still pay me. It was laughable. It was laughable. Why the fuck would I pay you for you failing the test I could have taken and failed myself? You fucking gargoyle. You fucking retard. That makes me still mad to this day, because it just tells me how he has no shame or decency. And that's coming from the kid who is willing to cheat for the first time ever. By the way, other than Spanish 2 honors, never cheated in school ever. I cheated in the 2nd grade on a spelling test for acrobat, which is such an easy fucking word to spell, by the way.
It's exactly as it sounds.
Or maybe it was. I don't think it was. It was an acrobat. It was an acrobat, but it was some. We'll just say it was. I want to say Abercrombie, but that's not really a word. That's a brand.
It's a name. Yeah, it's a name.
It's a brand or whatever.
Proper noun.
Right. So they were throwing me just so many curveballs on the short bus test with spelling. They're like, how do you spell Abercrombie and Fitch, Daryl? I was like, I don't know what that is. I don't know why that is. I shouldn't be on the retard bus. I might look retarded, but I am in fact fully able. So anyways, I just remember, I don't know. I just remember that story. Oh, but this comes back to weed. I always diverge into things that make no fucking sense, and then I have to round it back.
But I digress.
No, but weed will make you, especially with calculating, like math type shit, it makes you fucking retarded. That's my anecdote. And then there are multiple case studies saying weed and math don't mix whatsoever. You will become slower. Momentarily. Now, this is what I learned. 2 things. Is when you don't stimulate your mind in a way that has to function with problem solving, you will essentially become not dumber necessarily, but you'll become slower. Like, your decision making will get worse and worse. Your problem solving will fully degrade if you just never say, like, how do I get this done this way type shit. And smoking every day, at least in my case, has definitely it's definitely decreased the blood flow to the parts of my brain that need to be flowing, I think. So I still feel the same though. Like it's mostly like if I'm just smoking all day type shit, just kind of slows me down. But
yeah, I basically exclusively smoke at night, like once or twice a night.
I mean, you have to as well, because at work, there's no reason at all to be stoned in a professional setting at work. That would just kind of suck ass, I feel like.
Yeah.
There's no rhyme or reason to. I mean, I don't blame anyone for oh wow, this day needs to go quicker, or I kind of need to kill time because I'm not fucking doing anything. No problem. All the lower end, or the simpler minded jobs, if you will, smoke up. People doing landscaping, bro, I don't blame your friend Jacob for wanting to be high doing the things he's doing, though. That shit sucks ass. I actually don't know. I don't know.
That's an 8. 12. That's 17. Let's get those bets in. Bets are now closed. That's 19. 5. Another card. Got us a 15. Look at that. Dealer wins.
why is it quote unquote back breaking? Do you have to physically lift shit onto like the forklift or like?
And no more bets. Good luck, folks. And 14. And a 7. It. We have 11. Care for another card? It's your play. Another card. Don't think about it too much. Play's yours. That is 15. And that's 17. If you're betting, get it down. Bets are now closed. At 12 here. That's 3. It. Bust. Got a 10 here. And the dealer wins. Let's get those bets in. And no more bets. Good luck, folks. And we're at 11. Care for another card? Here's 18. And 20. Look at that. Dealer wins. Bets, please.
You gotta give me a little something better than that. That's the most unrealistic hypothetical I've ever heard. It is. There's no way on your life you've done 10 yards, 30 minutes each.
Bets are now closed.
Yeah, bro, it takes like 10 minutes.
Here's 20. And a 10.
I do agree on that. I'm imagining how the my issue is not the time on the yards, it's getting to each yard to
Yeah,
mow.
in transit, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's your play. And 20. If you're betting, get it down. And no more bets. Good luck, folks. Got a 10 here.
Oh no.
And a 10. It.
Right.
Here's 20. Care for another card? Got us a 15. Let's get those bets in. Bets are now closed. Ooh, lucky 13. Another card? And 13. It. 16. Care for another card? And 20. And the dealer wins.
Yeah. It's a give and take. People don't fundamentally understand capitalism, so it's a function of, in your case, kinda there's freedom aspects, but then there's lack of benefits, there's inherent risk. I think landscaping's a good business though, because it's only as risky as wasting your time and maybe destroying some of your equipment through negligence or being stupid. So it's a really good business.
Hello, sir.
I was just thinking that, yeah, you just like kill someone by accident, just a high velocity rock. Right. Well, you have to be insured. I don't know if that magically comes through being under an LLC, but right. Right.
All bets are closed. Best of luck, everyone. It's 11. There's a 3. One more card. Here's a 16. 9 here. A 16. House busts. Put up your bets. Bets are done. Let us begin. 20 here. 2. Another. We have a 12 here. You had a lucky day.
Yeah, my big takeaway is just like it's a give and take. You're gonna put in a lot more effort for what will obviously be a higher payout, but people seem to not understand how the world it fundamentally operates on a risk reward basis. You're gonna risk time and effort for a higher payout, and unfortunately more than half of the time you're not gonna see the light at the end of the tunnel. You specifically, of course, like if I had to bet, I'd bet $1 million. I double down everything I have on you're gonna be successful one way or another, but that comes from your work ethic. But yeah, you're a young dude. I wouldn't expect it. I just saw you fly by in the helicopter. What's up? What's up? Right. Well, I mean, even if you didn't have people telling you what you should and should not be doing, I think you're not a super gullible individual. So I wouldn't expect you to get scammed out of things. I don't think that would happen, but I don't think you get scammed out of stuff. Wait, what's the story there? Okay, well that's way different. That's like, I knew her, my friends knew her, my friend's friend dated her for a while. You don't expect to get robbed at gunpoint from someone like that. You don't, that's truly unexpected type shit. pretty unexpected. Alright, I'll also stop you there. I don't know what your buddy did to lower his rent. Okay, 99% of the time, unless your buddy, like, fucking, I don't know, intimidated the landlord, they say, hey, we're increasing rental rates, right? Then he's like, oh no, like, I've been renting here, da 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 da. You get your ass evicted or whatever. They say, okay, once your lease is up, you're getting out. I don't care whether or not who you know or what you've done. I'm increasing rental rates because I need to make my nut as a landlord. So you either pay it or you get out. Oh yeah, he did nothing. I don't know what he did, but trust me, he didn't grease wheels to lower his rental rate or anything. There's no effort to be put in. I actually don't know what your friend told you, but he's probably full of shit. You don't unless you physically intimidated your landlord, your rental rate is not lowering after they told you we're increasing the rental rates. Landlords are the ones paying themselves. They don't. The property manager, probably. Right. I have tax returns. I have my utility bill. I have proof. How did we end up in this? Agreed. Right. Right. Man, you'll figure it out for yourself. There's no beating any system. the inherent way the world works at a fundamental physical level is that you're gonna be, if you push against the stream, don't be surprised if you drown. Does that make sense? You haven't yet understood that once you start trying to run your own business, it's it's gonna be it's gonna be twice the work, and there's gonna be twice the risk versus going in and being paid whatever you're gonna get paid at whatever it is, Southeastern. But right, yeah, that's the biggest thing. Yeah, that's honestly the biggest thing. Right. Yeah. Right. Right. True. For sure. Yeah. For sure, for sure. That's any company. I mean, who the fuck, who, unless you're going to fucking Burger King, bro, like, what job, even Burger King would probably fucking fire you, let's just be real. If you're like, dude, yeah, and be like, dude, I fucking hate this job. I have to feed myself, so I'm at this shitty job that I don't want to be at. They'd be like, after looking over your resume, we feel like you're not a good fit. Yeah, we feel like you're not a good fit for Burger King. It's like, you just hired that hobo. You just hired that fucking crack smoking hobo because he put on a suit. It's like, we just feel like... Right. Yeah. Good for her for having a car. Really?
Oh my god.
That shit was dope. Jesus. Wait, but actually analyze it. Did you ever have like a fuck up on the workplace, or they just said you're gone? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Jeez. Thumbprint? Right. I mean, I don't blame him.
What is he going to do? He is going to wish bad karma on you and shit.
Yeah, bro. To be honest, like that's that's just like management type shit. It most likely wasn't even him. Wait, is that what they said though? Did they say that? Okay. My guess is it was just mismanagement, bro. It's McDonald's. It's a mismanagement. It's true. Looking busy. Looking busy. That's retail, bro. That's retail in a nutshell. Right. They need to roll out those hobots I've been hearing about. Press a couple buttons and they get to slurping. Like a Japanese variety. Yeah, you said. Yeah, but then what do you think the manager does? Like, that's like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. It's because that's the manager's job to do that, and it makes him look bad. It makes him look like he's not doing his job. Is that your fault? No, but that's just how business works. So don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's just retarded. Yeah. Right. Oh God. Oh God. I remember that. Jesus Christ. What? What? That can't even be legal. That can't even be legal. Because that's overtime, right? At that point. Bro, did I ever tell you? There's a Papa John's. There's a Pizza Hut right up the road. And I remember just the funniest shit, like them saying like, yeah, so like you'll work. It was something ridiculous, dude. It was literally something ridiculous. It's like, yeah, you'll work 12-hour shifts and you'll mostly be done at like 1 or 2 in the morning. But like, this is a great work environment. And I was just like, the moment they explained I'd be getting slave wages and I'd be working 12 hours in a fucking Pizza Hut with a whole bunch of other fucking burnout losers, I was like, dude, like, this is like, I feigned interest and just was like, yeah, it's just never happening. It's like, no. Someone else can go sell their soul to Pizza Hut, but you're gonna find me robbing little old ladies of their coin purses before I do that. Sorry.
Blackjack on a 50K bet, Daryl.
Heyo.
I'm up 100,000.
Wait, what does top out mean? Right, that is it. Like, there's no going higher. Of course. Of course. Of course. So much.
The inside track is open, and the excitement is addictive. Pick your horse and cheer them on to victory.
How can I help you?
Word.
Come back soon. Just one more minute.
Bro, that and that is I mean their spouse is hoping that they have one. You cannot fucking do anything in America. Like you could probably barely live on $25 an hour like nowadays. That's what yeah. Right. Oh, geez. I mean, that's a hard question. All your bills in 1 month. I'll say $3,000. 25. Okay, 2,500. 2,500.
Just wanted $25,000 bet bill.
Nice. The biggest thing I thought about is like, it's not work harder, it's spend less. That's mostly just how it is. So, the best. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, I found the biggest thing is people definitely spend too much money on food, just straight up. I think number one, other than extraneous bills, because you have 4 different streaming services, and you do this and you do that. What was I gonna say is, yeah, people spend too much money on food first and foremost, and they have too many expenses. I mean, a car, I don't even understand how. I get it, like, you have to have a vehicle to get to your job, but you're spending half of your fucking pay. No, okay, I don't know, maybe not half. You're spending 10%, and I'm being very conservative, 10, 7, whatever, 10% of your fucking paycheck on just your motor vehicle. Bro, you know how fucking Jewish I am? I would just not have a car. I don't give enough of a shit if I could walk to work or bike to work in like a half hour. No, I mean your line of work obviously is going to require a work truck. It's a given. Wouldn't go as far as to say it most certainly I don't think pays for itself, but it's cost of doing the business you're doing. It depreciates. It depreciates. So it's a
Daryl. Blackjack on another 50k bet.
good for you. Right, and the problem that people are failing to see is that assuming you're not buying another motor vehicle, let's say you're like, I don't need a car anymore, right? You're like, oh, the truck market's booming, which you're not wrong. It most certainly, all cars are, right? Because there's supply chain issues. You sell your car, okay. You have to factor in inflation, right? You have to factor in getting another new motor vehicle. So it is an asset. It is like a house is an asset. A car is an asset. These things, or yeah. Oh Jesus Christ! I'm gonna get blasted. Hold on. No, these are my friends. Okay, never mind. Sorry. So a house typically is an asset that will appreciate unless the housing market blows up in your face, which does happen on occasion. Right-ish. Yeah. What else? The car market's in a fucking whacked out place where, yeah, the first time ever, a car you bought 2 years ago is now worth more than it was. Very fucked up. But the only caveat with that is that, oh, my car costs this much now. Okay, so what's your new car gonna be? And then you have to factor in inflation. So it's not as great of a thing. And I had this conversation with my dad. I was like, wow, like people can profit off selling their cars now. And he explained the real world logistics that, well, what's your another, okay, so you sold your car, you're gonna need a new one now, right? So that's the problem. But if you were to have bought your car and then you don't need a car anymore and you sell it, I mean, even with inflation, you can make a couple $1,000. So, I mean, there's that. There is that. Right. It's value add. It's value add because you are, and you can do side jobs with a truck. I mean, that's what trucks are there for, right? It's a utility kind of vehicle. Right. 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 I'm just trying to play devil's advocate for a lot of the things. Not any sort of personal attack or anything. I just... Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
No, did you pulled a drive-by in your DeLorean? Those were my homies. I'm supposed to defend the area from attackers. I joined this motorcycle gang. Oh god, it's that long? Fuck these people. How do I leave? I did. Oh god, I can't leave. Oh yeah? What if I leave the fucking lobby? What if I leave the session? I bet you that'll work.